Welcome to ClickMyProject.com.
Now we are going to discuss about the product enhancing EEG-based classification of depression patients using spatial information. Now we are going to discuss about the abstract of the process. Depression is a mental disorder that relates to a state of sadness and dejection. It also affects the emotional as well as the physical state of the person. Currently, there are no standard diagnostic steps for depression that are able to produce the conclusive results, and moreover the symptoms of depressions are hard to diagnose. A lot of people who are suffering from depressions are aware of the other illness. The EEG signals can be used to detect the alternate of the brain potentials. As well as in this proposed work, we presented the automated classification of normal as well as the depression EEG signals by means of the following steps like preprocessing, feature extraction and classification. By means of these three steps we can able to find out whether the person is in the depression mode or in the normal mode. Now we are going to discuss about the flow diagram of the process. This is the overall working flow of this process. The working flow consists of the input signal preprocessing, then Python feature extracting processes, then declassification, finally the performance estimations. At first the input signal is taken from the dataset. The dataset consists of the several signals which having the both the depression as well as the normal signals. After getting the input signal from the dataset, the preprocessing will be carried out. In this preprocessing step, the signal is limited into one particular ratios. After limiting the signal into one particular ratios, we open the Python IDE, that is the Python software. IDE is Spider 3.7. After opening this one, the feature extraction will be done in this Python by using the BP features. Hence, the BP features are extracted by means of the signals like alpha signal, beta signal, theta signal and delta signal. By using these four signals, we extracting the features from the preprocessed signal. After extracting the signal features, we move on to the classification. In this classification step, we have giving the three things as an input. One is the test feature, then train feature, then label. The test feature is the feature of the input signal. The train feature is the overall dataset features. The labels is the corresponding label whether the person having the depression or else the non-depression. After the classification, the classified result will be displayed as an whether the person is depression, means the results will be displayed as an depressions. After the classification, the performance will be estimated. The performance will be estimated by means of the parameters like accuracy, sensitivity and specificity. By using these three parameters, we can justify our process is efficient or not. Now we are going to discuss about the initial running procedure of the process. At first open the MATLAB 2015B and change the current directory. Now you can see the file in the name of main_gui.m. Right click in that file and select the option run. Now the graphical user interface was open. In that you can see the several push button. First of all, we click the button input signal. After clicking the button input signal, the corresponding dataset will be open. In that, select any one signal from the dataset. After the selection of the signal from the dataset, the corresponding signal is plotted in the axis 1 with the title input signal. After getting the signal, we move on to the preprocessing. In this preprocessing step, the signal is limited into one particular range. Now the signal is shown in the axis 1 with the title preprocessed signal. After that, open the Python. After clicking the Python button, it will take some time to open the Python IDE. Now the Python is open automatically. After opening the Python, we have to open the main file.py. After that, you have to change the directory, then you can directly run that Python. After executing the Python main file, The preprocessed signal is shown here, and then the feature will be extracted from the signals like alpha, beta, theta and delta. After the feature extraction, the feature extracted value is shown in the graph format. After that, once again we just move on to the MATLAB and do the classification process. Once make sure every process was completed in Python. After that only we have to click the button classification. Once the button classification was clicked, the train features was automatically loaded, and then the test features are automatically loaded. This is the features of the trained features. This is the data of the test data. After extracting the test and train, the classification result is shown in the text boxes. It is identified as an depressed signal. After the classification was done, we move on to the performance estimation. Just click the button performance estimation. Now the performance estimation will be processed background, then the results will be shown. Now the results of accuracy, sensitivity and specificity are displayed as an both in the tabulation format as well as in the graph format.